In this video, I'll be analysing my results. I've had it open for maybe 4 or 5 days now. I've got 28 responses, um, all public. I just put it on my social media and got some responses. So for the first question, what type of music genre would you be interested in reading out of these? I was quite surprised to see a bigger a percentage in indie. I guess it's because I guess singer songwriter might have been vague because that could be anything. But 46% of the audience, that's 13 people, liked indie music more to read. And then the next question, I wasn't surprised by this. I thought that to buy a magazine, that £2 to £2.50 range. I accidentally made a mistake with this, but it shouldn't be much of a problem. That's just go, well, that's cheap. That's cheapest, cheap, expensive. I'm not surprised by that. The convention of most magazines is around £2.50, maybe £3 pushing it. So that really doesn't surprise me. And for freebies, I'm not surprised by tickets because I think the audience that, like, obviously young people on my social media, what they want to go out and witness this. But I guess maybe a few older people might have picked iPod and speakers, so maybe audiences sort of want different things. So people want to win a trip to somewhere, which isn't on top. It's just it was the first one. I'm surprised more people. That was the least chosen one. I'm surprised more people didn't pick that, to be honest. But then I guess it must mean that people don't really want this music magazine to interfere with their lives too heavily, even if it's a positive thing. And oh yeah, just to mention, I'm surprised by behind stage tickets to normal tickets. That must mean it sort of conveys that people want to be in a crowd more than they do behind stage. I guess the atmosphere must be very overwhelming and quite nice to be in. And yeah, just ranking. I'm not really surprised by this, to be honest. I thought I didn't think gossip would be like heavily. Wait. Okay. Yeah, I'm not that surprised, to be honest. I thought, yeah, gossip's quite a big one, and so's interviews, because that's what the main convention of most magazines are. There are reviews and new music, but competitions I'm not surprised by being the least, because 15 people picked it fifth, because I guess it doesn't really have to be there, it's just an added bonus. This one I'm quite surprised about. I guess the audience that did this survey aren't the audience that I might be targeting towards, because I think Tumblr, if it was targeted to an audience that my magazine will be aimed at, I would think that this Tumblr will go up dramatically, and I maybe might do the survey again just to see if that does happen. But not surprised. Instagram, Twitter being the top two, Facebook not as much, and YouTube I'm surprised wouldn't be higher than Facebook, because my research asking people proven that people aren't really as interested in Facebook anymore, and it is more the Instagram and the Twitter which are taking the market for young social media. So this one I'm not that surprised by. Well, in some ways I'm surprised NWA got where it was. If we look at this, so Not At All did not NWA, The Weeknd and Ed Sheeran got the least. So that sort of explains to me how people don't really people do like their music most of the time. Arctic Monkeys, it looks like a sort of a love or hate kind of thing, because well, kind of, because people don't kind of dislike them. They either like or dislike, or hate them or love them. It's an odd one. The ones which hasn't surprised me is NWA, because the music's quite different for most people, and it's quite old music. I'm surprised neither dislike or like. I'm not surprised that is sort of the highest for for that column, because I guess it's just the audience that I gave it to. Just I'm not too sure who they are. That's probably why Ed Sheeran and I guess the draw between 1975 and The Weeknd were highest for love. Ed Sheeran probably more because right now Ed Sheeran's just almost everywhere. Like he is one of the sort of leading acts right now. And I guess 1975 are for their genre as well. And same with The Weeknd. And this question got some funny results. But you would... so I asked people to list their favourite magazine. And I'm obviously people... I know who that was. Meant to be my friend. But Rolling Stones, Playboy... Mojo, I'm surprised Mojo came up for an audience. So I'd like to see how old that person was, whether they were like one of my family friends or one of my friends. Mojo did come up again, which honestly is quite surprising. And I've never read a music magazine. That sort of shows that young people aren't really as interested. But Mojo, I'm really surprised because that audience literally is completely different to I guess my friendship base. And I just asked this question out of just sheer randomness because I'm looking for quite a black and white edgy feel, and it looks like people would want a black and white feel to a magazine. I asked people completely random what filter would they use, and people like black and white instead of Valencian Vintage, which are nice filters anyway. So that's just good to know. Again, linking to Instagram. One person skipped it, I guess, which is odd. It's not really a hard question, but look, that just proves that Instagram really owns the social media right now. And the next question: what would you be likely to read about feature? What would you like? Oh God, what would you be likely to read about in a feature music article? I'm not surprised by this really. I think people like, again, as I talked before, the sort of environment, and this is the last question, and the environment of gigs and festivals are lovely. I've been to a few gigs and festivals, and the it's not really the music. The music's just there to sing to and to be happy to. But it's really that being around a bunch of people that are interested in what you like, and that sort of the love builds. Like, I'm going to Reading next year, but the people that I know last year said it was one of the best events of their life because no one was really there for the music. They were there for the environment, and that 50% of people on a free answer question, that doesn't surprise me whatsoever. I'm slightly surprised that breakthrough artists, they like to read that more than established artists. So that means that people like to sort of experiment in new things, but I'm not surprised by that. So yeah, this is my sort of survey analysis, and I'll be putting it on my blog later. So yeah, so this is my audience results. Thank you for watching.